Let's keep working on our school scene and our shooting Nerf guns. So I'm looking at the Nerf gun, and we've got our shooting script, but there's a few other components we need to add to make it network interactable. So first, I'm going to add an XR grab interactable onto our Nerf gun. For the interaction layer mask, let's set that to a new layer, and we'll call that interactable. Just for fun, whenever I add interactable, I like to add non-interactable as well. So interactable, non-interactable, go back, click on Nerf gun again, and set the interaction layer mask to be interactable. Sure, first we need to set it to nothing, and then interactable. So this should just say interactable. Alright, close that guy down. Next, we want to add a component's networked interactable. This will automatically throw on a photon view. So this photon view, which allows this gun to be networked, because different players will be grabbing a gun, any gun they wish, and it should be replicated across the network. So we have a photon view. We want ownership not to be fixed. We want it to be takeover, because any one of the clients, the players, can grab a gun and take ownership of any Nerf gun. So photon view. Networked interactable script for now. Leave the defaults are fine. Let's see what else we need here. Let's add a photon transform view to help us photon transform view to help us synchronize movement, position, and rotation, but not scale. We won't change scale. Material. And I think that's pretty close. Got our shooting script already. And the question is, when we grab a gun, how do we shoot? Well, we want to pull the trigger and have it shoot. I'm saving the school scene here. So we'll take a look at the shoot script, but what we want to do now is click on Nerf gun, and we want to go into the grab interactable component. We come down here, interactable events. So activate and deactivate is a trigger-based event. Mouse over here. A callback for activated. So click on the plus, and we want to drag the Nerf gun onto itself here. So Nerf gun, and then select shooting component, and shooting has an on activate. Perfect. And deactivate, same thing. Drag the Nerf gun onto itself here, and select shooting on deactivate. Now, let's take just a quick look at the shooting script. So this is the same script that we edited for our first lab, except remember the problem with that script and why we needed to edit it was it was kind of commented out and set up for this game. I don't think we need to make any changes, but let's take a look at it. I'm going to also save my school scene here. Alright, so here's our shooting script. See, there's the bullet prefab, which is our network bullet, and our transform. Go down to shoot. Notice this code from way back when. We create a photon bullet, our network Nerf bullet. So we don't actually use the prefab. It's interesting. The photon instantiated, we pass the name of the prefab that must exist in resources. Anyway, you'll notice shoot is called from update. And update calls shoot if we're shooting. And we have a little filter here to make sure we don't fire more frequently than the fire rate. So how does is shooting get set? It's false here. And we can see that is shooting gets toggled true and false on activate and deactivate. And these are our callbacks, which we configured in our grab interactable. So let's go back. I think at this point we're ready. Now, actually, one thing, the Nerf gun is much too big for our player size, so I think we want to scale that down. I'm just going to scale this to 1:1:1. See what that looks like. Get a close up. That looks good. I may want to reset the transform due to gravity, so I want to save my school scene. This school scene again. The gun is going to probably set up in a slightly different location. Let's see. It's running. I think it's setting on the table, so I'm going to copy. And the game is running this Nerf gun. Transform, copy component. Stop the game. Go back to our Nerf gun. And those slightly changed values. Let's see. This component values. So now I think we're ready to test. See if we can grab this gun and shoot it. So I don't have a graphics laptop, so I'm going to go build settings, build it, and then cast so we can see what's working, what's not. Build and run. With the cast. One error I detected on that test was in the on the Nerf gun in this network interactable script. You need to set physics layers, non-interactable state and interactable state. These are physics layers. So I'm going to go into physics layers here, layer, add layer. Here I'm going to add interactable and non-interactable. Good. Remember, these are physics layers we're adding. We also have interactable layers that are separate. So non-interactable, set that to non-interactable, and interactable, set that to interactable. All right. So let's build that and try it out. I'm going to connect as user. Go into the resist and look at myself in the mirror. My ray here, enter the school. Like I'm at the first spawn point, and there's my Nerf gun, so I'm going to make my way over to the Nerf gun. And I'm going to reach out and grab it. So here, grabbed it, and now by pulling the trigger, I can shoot. And the bullets fly off into space. That looks like it's working. We're going to want to test it in a true multiplayer environment. But that will be in a future video. So for now, that looks good.